This video is going to be really powerful for those of you that love practicing gratitude, and also those of you who think it's all fluffy BS. Doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on, this video is going to be awesome for you because I'm going to make it really crystal clear about why you should be practicing gratitude to help you enjoy life better. It's as simple as that. This is a simple thing that we all so easily often overlook. It's a simple practice, but it can spark joy. It can help you tune back to happiness. It can realign you. It can balance you. It can de-stress you. It can change the chemistry in your body so you can breathe easier. It's not something to overlook. It's something we should have been taught at school. And if you missed that lesson, don't worry, it's all in this video. I'll see you on the other side. On this journey of guiding people, coaching people, it's been amazing to see the spectrum of people that take this self-development spiritual path. You know, you've got your empaths on one hand who are very heart space orientated and they're very compassionate and empathetic to others and hopefully themselves too. And then you've got your normal people who just want to make life a little bit better and work on themselves and just be their best selves. We don't have to be on this big spiritual path if we don't want to, but it is important. I think we can all agree that working on ourselves and becoming our best selves is kind of imperative. Any chance to use the word imperative. So on my journey at 15, I got these books that opened my mind and planted the seed, but a lot of it went over my head and I kept on going through life. I just kept on getting pulled back to these teachers, these guys, these gurus, these books. And at the end of all these books, it was all about love. It was all about gratitude. It was all about finding balance. And I got it, but it kind of kept on going over my head because I wasn't in that world. I wasn't ready to surrender to what all this meant. I was just kind of still stuck in my 3D reality of me, victimhood. Why is everything happening to me? Woe is me. I'd be kind and compassionate as often as possible, but it was very much about me because I was suffering. And this is what happens when we're suffering. It's all about us. We haven't got the capacity, the bandwidth to love ourselves and then love other people, let alone the world, our environment. This is a really important conversation. Unless you feel love for yourself on a daily basis, you are not experiencing all of what your life could be for you. And I'm only saying that from experience. I've been on both sides of this coin. I've been super down the spiral of doom and I've flown a little bit too close to the sun with all this squeegee third eye stuff. And I come back to the middle, and the middle is where I like to be. I like to play with the edge sometimes on both sides, but always come back to the middle. It's really a wonderful practice if you want to give it a whirl. As I carried on my path, I went into my 20s, early 30s, I noticed one thing kept on cropping up. I'm happy, I'm optimistic, I'm positive, I'm kind, I'm compassionate as much as I humanly can be, but I noticed I wasn't being able to feel the way that people were describing in these books. I felt like my heart was made of stone. I felt like it was very difficult to allow myself to really connect to gratitude and actually stop and take a moment to feel it, because it was like, what's the point? Yeah, people say nice things, that's great, appreciate it, but I don't need to sit in the gratitude and go, oh, that's so good. I didn't feel like I needed to do that. All the gratitude and the love stuff was kind of like, yeah, I get it, but whatever. I used to have this guitar and it was beautiful, an old vintage guitar. It was like my prized possession. Was I grateful for it? Now, through doing all the work that I've done on all of this, the gratitude is immense for this guitar. It's alive. And this all comes from practicing a gratitude-based practice. It helps you to love on a deeper level. It helps you to appreciate life on a deeper level. And if this is an eye roll or like a we'll discover why. So I'm practicing all this stuff, everything's going great, my life's getting better, my love, health, wealth, success and freedom is evidently better in my life. I feel calmer, I don't have panic, anxiety, everything's going good. Apart from this one thing that's really niggling me, I'm just not really connecting to love and appreciation the way that I'm reading about and I'm hearing other people's experiences. So I decided to do a heart-based meditation for 3 years. And I figure if nothing's changed in 3 years, then I need to go and get some help. So I did this Sufi-based meditation for 3 years. It was amazing. What a lovely bunch of people. What an absolutely mystical practice. It's just been a wonderful thing to study. And I started to notice a difference pretty much straight away. The first thing I noticed was I was watching Queer Eye. I don't know if you've seen it. 5 guys who give someone a makeover, they redo the house, their wardrobe, their emotional well-being. They do a complete rehaul, and it's just the most uplifting, positive, beautiful thing for someone to experience in such a short time. It's basically a transformational program, and it's not the sort of thing I'd normally watch, but my wife said, just watch this, you might like it. And I started just crying, not bawling my eyes out, but allowing myself to feel emotions. I realized in that moment that the eye rollers out there, the people that go, all of that, and you know who you are if that's you. They see things like feelings and healing and heart-based practices just a weakness and just and that kind of conversation. But the truth is, and I can say this because I have been that person, is they're just scared. They're scared of the unknown. They're scared of tapping in because they're afraid of what might come out. They might realize that their natural self is more loving or caring, and that maybe doesn't match up to their kind of false identity that they've put on over the years as a protection to not really be their true self and allow themselves to just be. It's a great way to just go, whatever, to protect yourself. And that's what I was doing the whole time. I knew deep inside that I was going to be this guy. I knew I wanted to be this guy and just be open and free and real and raw and not care about what people think about me and just speak my truth. At that point in my life, I was like, nope, I'm not ready for that. I don't want to be that. What will my parents think or my friends think? Who gives a shit? One life. That's all we need to remember. One life. Just be good and who cares? When you're ill, you dream of being healthy. You dream of being able to use your body, all of your body, and just be in good health. When you're healthy, how often do you do this? Oh my God, I'm so happy. I've got my eyes, ears, hands, feet, legs, body, whatever you've got. Do you ever just stop and go, wow, this is amazing? Not really. I guess my point is you are never as young or alive as you are right now. Right now in this moment, breathe in, breathe out. This is it. This is the now. And in this moment, this is where it's such a beautiful, powerful thing to do, is remember how amazing it is to be where you are right now, feeling good, happy and healthy. The best time to do it is when you are healthy, happy and on it and feeling good. It's far more difficult to think about gratitude when times are rough, times are tough and you're really ill. So if that is the case, if times are tough, rough or you're ill, this is your reminder, this is your sign to dive into gratitude. Gratitude is your freedom ticket out of there. And it might not happen instantly, but if you keep waking up and diving into gratitude in the afternoon, diving into gratitude in the evening as you go to sleep, diving into gratitude, you will start to notice you hit this tipping point and you become healthier, you become happier. You break out and break free from that illness, that dis-ease, that problem, that situation. Things will get better if you dive in. You've got to do what you know you've got to do, but you've got to start with a default setting of gratitude. Even if you're not there yet, decide to tune in to gratitude. So, real quick story that kind of shook me up and helped remind me about all of this stuff was been hanging out with this dog who lives locally, and he's been coming around, been feeding it, and he comes in for the aircon. I'm down on the beach, I'm running along the beach, I see the dog, I'm like, hey, and he comes over to me and I'm running with the dog. I do a few laps and he's playing, so I see this canoe and I think, oh, I'm gonna jump over the canoe. The dog takes out my feet, I hit the canoe really, really hard, makes a bang, I feel a bit embarrassed. Get up, carry on running, and then suddenly I go, ooh, I should probably look at my arm because that was a bit of a bang and I hope I haven't scratched it too hard. I look at my arm, it looks like the muscle had come out of my arm but under the skin. The only word I can say is gnarly. I literally stopped and went, oh no. Saw my wife, I said, don't freak out. She freaked out. I felt really good because I was really calm and I was like, okay, so all the meditation practice had worked, had paid off, but it looked gross. It looked really rough. Long story short, went to the hospital. It wasn't broken. I'd ruptured the vein. I was very, very lucky. It looked like it could have been a lot worse than it was. So in the car over, I'm practicing, I love you, thank you. I love you, thank you. My mind is thinking about the outcomes and the potential outcomes and all the bad things like surgery. It could be surgery, a cast, which means I wouldn't be able to go in the sea. It'd be uncomfortable, it's hot, just loads of bad things. And one bad thing leads to another bad thing. And instead, in that moment, I'm deciding to not do that and just think, I love you, thank you. I'm saying that to myself, literally to my arm. I love you, thank you. I love you, thank you. And I'm noticing it's pausing me. It's helping me not to freak out. I know that if I go there, I start feeling pastier, my heart starts racing, my breath gets shorter, I'm thinking negative things, it makes me scared, it changes the chemistry in my body, I go down to fear. And if I keep staying strong and I stay up in love and gratitude, no matter what the outcome is, I know that I've done all I can in this moment to remain calm and dive into love and gratitude. What does that do? Well, it helps you feel better in that moment. It changes your body. It helps you release the right chemicals to keep you happier and positive and optimistic. Now, does that lead to the outcome you want? Maybe, maybe not. But I know that what it did do for me in that moment was kept me calm and just allowed me to cross each bridge as I got there. I overheard the doctor at the hospital say to this other guy, we pull the shoulder out, very, very painful. Ha ha, we'll do it in 20 minutes. He laughed at the guy. I was thinking, oh no, I'm gonna get this guy and he's gonna say, this is, and I cut myself off and thought, no, I love you, thank you. I love you, I love this. I'm in love right now and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for whatever this may be right now. Thank you, I'm here right now. Thank you, I love you, thank you. Long story short, it was fine, needed to ice pack it, or the blood went back into the body where it needed to go, and it was all good. The long and short of it is, life can change in a flash. If I'd hit that a tiny bit harder or in a slightly different place, that would have broken my arm and would have changed the next 6 weeks of my experience of life. This is just a tiny thing, but in our lives, anything can happen like that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is life is now. It's not be happy then, life is now. Be here now in as many moments of your day as possible. Your health is now. Start to dive into gratitude as much as possible and saying, I love you, thank you to yourself from yourself is a wonderful, powerful practice. As often as possible, wake up in the morning, I love you, thank you, for another day, for being able to talk, for having my breath, for being able to eat breakfast. I love breakfast. For the tea, for the coffee, for feeling your health today, for all the things that you've got to go through in your day, which might be difficult, and some of it might be like, oh my God, I've got to do this. You're alive. You get to be alive another day. And I know this is very motivational stuff, but it's really helpful. So I have 2 amazing videos for you. There's a heart-based meditation and there's a gratitude meditation. They're both really good. Just be open, let go, and just listen to my voice and breathe along and just allow yourself to feel. I want you to practice this every day. You don't have to watch the video every day, but do if you want. Just tune in to this area. Tune into this area where your heart is. Set your intention to feel and allow anything to come up and release or let go of anything. And if you do this on a daily basis, you'll notice you will let go of a lot of noise, a lot of BS, and you'll be far more open to sharing and receiving love. And if you do that, this is very, 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 very healing. And it helps all areas of your life just flow a little bit better. So that's step 1. If you're enjoying that and you love that and you want more, then come work with me one-to-one. I will guide you in a one-to-one session. We'll create a meditation practice for you that's right for you and your world. It will help you do all of the above and help all areas of life. It's really powerful. It'll be amazing. We'll laugh. We might even cry. We'll have a good time, and you'll have this practice for the rest of your life. And then if you're like, oh my God, what else is there? Well, if you're really, really asking, I guess I could tell you about my big transformation course, which has a meditation mini course within it. It has a find your purpose, set your goals, go through your habits, your patterns, healing in there. It's got auto suggestion, it's got visualization, morning routines. It's literally got everything I went through on my journey. I compiled it all in one place in a very comprehensive course with all these modules. It's 100 videos. It'll keep you going for a long time. You don't need to get it done straight away. You have it for life. You can keep coming back to it as a reference point. You'll never need to look for another guide or guru. You become your own guru. You have it all there in front of you. It's amazing. Check that link, The Big Transformation. It will change your life profoundly forever. Thank you for watching. I love you. Subscribe, like the video. Please comment down below and let me know what in this video connected with you. I'll see you soon. Check out the video and have the most wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. I love you. Bye.